Hey y'all, I hope y'all can hear me. I got my eyes on the road. I'm going a short distance, so I'm not gonna be looking at this phone. Shouldn't be videoing while I'm driving, but uh where's my phone when I need it? Because I want to share something with y'all. This is crazy. So 2 days ago, you guys, I told y'all I saw something that looked like a nucleus with a center. It looked like a clear nucleus, and it was a vision. It was an open vision while I was driving. And this thing was just gliding through the air towards me. Okay. And then I mentioned the fact that, I saw an eagle with some wings plucked out, and then I saw a helicopter, but I wasn't sure if either two of those things had anything to do with the vision. So yesterday, I watched CBS Morning News, and they were talking about the military using this new technology, like flying. For example, because I can't remember everything they said, or were talking about, because it sounded kind of technical, but it's new technology. Let's say, for example, a flying machine gun, or watercraft that can go underwater. And I just remember the guy saying, my mom always told me that those video games were bad for me, but I never imagined that I'll be actually using them out in the field. So I was like, so that really piqued my curiosity, being that I saw that helicopter yesterday, and they're talking about technology. So today, y'all not gonna believe it. So I'm standing outside, and I see this whole flock of birds, and it's these little black birds, and they are real playful. And I see a lot of birds in the morning time. The blue jays and the little what you call them, red robins, but these were black, and a whole little flock of them, and they're in the sky playing. And then it comes two. These couldn't have been birds, y'all. If they was real birds, they look fake. And they kind of had, what caught my attention was they were flying together, and they were really tiny, and it didn't look like their arms were flapping, and the wings. And they had somewhat of a mechanical looking movement, and on top of that, they kind of had like a little halo around them. Even though they were flying together, they looked like it's like the edges of the halo were meeting together, and they just didn't look real. So I had my headphones in my ear, listening to my, because my iPhone 4, I use it as to listen to videos. I use it as an iPod or whatever. So by the time I got it out, these things had just, they were moving slow. They had already flown basically over my house by the time I got my phone out to video it. And then, looking at it from behind, it kind of looked like the wings were flapping. But these things look like two tiny birds that were mechanically moving together. The same movements. They just kind of look mechanical. And I couldn't see their wings flapping. And it kind of had this halo around them, kind of like the two nucleuses that I saw. So I am thinking I'm tripping. I was like, oh man, I got my videotape. Ain't nobody gonna believe me. So I go inside, and I take a headache medicine because I woke up with a slight headache. And I lay down, and I go to watch the CBS. I'm laying down, and my TV's on CBS morning show again. So their story is about drones, and they had a little segment. They were talking about how Lady Gaga used her drones in the Super Bowl show. They talked about, earlier in the show, they talked about Lowe's, how they were trying to use robots in the stores to help with customer service. So 2 days back to back, they're talking about artificial intelligence. And the last thing, what they showed a picture of a drone and how it kind of, it was a light. It was it was kind of cool, but to me, it looked like those Nucleuses. So, it's not, maybe they have, because it was in the middle of the show, I was like, well, maybe I'll try to find a story. But what I did was I found a thumbnail, and looking for pictures, I came across a little video, and they had this thing, what they call like the hula hoop drone, where it kind of like flips, in all kind of directions, the circle, and it kind of would create a halo effect. So I don't know, I will leave the video below, the picture that I found. You guys, this thing looks like the picture that I found is pretty cool. And I saw another picture, you guys, of, Google says it came out 2 days ago, of this Earth, kind of looks like a CGI. I don't know if these two birds were actually drones, but the fact that my attention was drawn to it, and we seen this CGI looking, they say it was a drone, but it looked like I don't know, it looked like an Earth. They had it in a form of an Earth. I'm not going to use it as a thumbnail. This thing got me thinking about all kinds of stuff. This thing, some of those pictures of these drones got me thinking, they could easily pull off some type of, something like the Blue Beam, project type thing with the holographic. I remember I heard a story that China or Japan celebrated, they did some type of sun worship. I think it was around Saturn I. They did some type of sun worship ritual using drones, and I think they actually broke the Guinness Book of World Records. I think Lady Gaga actually may have supposed to have broken the Book of World Records, but I think it was China or Japan, whoever it was. I don't know why my attention is being drawn to it. I'm glad I recorded the video a couple days ago, because like I said, I almost blew it off, you guys. If you guys know anything about any kind of bird drones, I wanted to make this video because when I had a dream of drones, I actually had a drone. Somebody was flying a drone over my house, a little toy drone, the exact same one I seen in my dream. If the military is going to be using drones, they very well could look like a bird. I don't know, but all this stuff going on with North Korea, and apparently we sent a warning shot or something. We fired a missile. Anything can happen. Anything is possible, you guys. So, and other people have made videos. I think Sister Tara, she made a video about drones, having a dream about drones. I think Geo had a dream about drones and stuff. You guys, this is real, and I don't know what's going on. But I had to share it because I was feeling kind of crazy, okay? God bless y'all, and I will talk with y'all later. I did have a vision. I'll make another video. Bye.